Photography on Route 66.
Classic cars.
Classic cars.
And Americana.
And Americana. Combining like all of Jeff's loves.
He's around here somewhere. He's got a, let's make a left turn here and see if he's down here.
Is that him?
That kind of looks like him. That is him.
Oh, look at that. Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
Oh, bud.
Hey,
How you doing?
what's going on?
Looks a little cold out there.
It's a bit brisk.
Jeff Allen is our tech rep from outside Denver, Colorado. And he's definitely excited to ride along with Andre and I as we explore old Route 66.
Onion flavored rings.
They're like the best, aren't they?
I love a good Funyun.
Okay. Are you gonna share
Yeah.
Funyuns? There's nothing like a fresh Funyun. Those are fresh too. They're nice and crispy.
They even have an expiration date.
2022.
It says 1908. Maybe I'm reading it wrong.
So we're heading to Hackberry.
Hackberry?
Hackberry, which is kind of known for, I guess, what is it? The Hackberry store?
What is like a famous store? Like Two Guys?
No.
Crazy Eddie?
Nope.
Consumers?
Nope.
Rickles?
No.
Like Sears Roebuck?
Like Sears Roebuck. Do you know anything about the Hackberry store?
Well, the people headed west fleeing the Dust Bowl
Okay.
had to have a place to stop here in Arizona to get supplies.
People
I'll
did
believe
head
it.
west, and they needed to resupply. And
Steinbeck, you know.
Wait, Steinbeck's?
not Steinbeck's the store.
You're like a walking encyclopedia.
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Oh,
There's probably a scintilla of truth in there somewhere.
that's true. People were tinier back in
in the 30s.
because they didn't have Funyuns. Funyuns.
Funyun down.
The Hackberry store is just chock full of memorabilia. It's somewhere between a shrine and a graveyard to the early days of the automobile.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's really in the middle of nowhere, so you really have to go out of your way to get there. And a lot of people do.
America.
I was kind of doing the Burma shave signs, getting them all in one frame. It's an interesting place. A lot of mid-century antiquities. It's a good stop. Lots of rust. Lots of old cars. I don't know how authentic any of this stuff is, but I like it.
Got myself a new hat, Route 66, at the Hackberry Market. Protect my head from the sun. It's pretty good, I think. Take some pictures around here. Got some classic old cars, got some classic old signs that should make for some interesting images. Some shallow depth of field, isolation of subject type images. Should look pretty good. I noticed Andre was talking to his new girlfriend, what did we say? I'm not sure what he was saying to her, but she seemed awfully stiff and not very receptive to him.
You have a nice shawl.
Don't ever work. Freaking guy. You're making me touch this stuff. You're not supposed to touch anything here. You're making a masterpiece here.
See, I got it. You don't have to bother.
You're making me all sketchy over here.
You got the wrong. You messed it up.
I got the angle.
I got it. already shot all the pictures over there. You don't need to do it. Nah. I got them all. Nothing left.
In Kingman, I decided to pick a hotel that was classic Americana, the El Trovatore Hotel.
Got there late in the afternoon, grabbed a quick bite to eat, and
They redid the old neon lights of the hotel, so we decided to do some nighttime shooting with their neon lights and the old cars. This is a true classic Route 66 motel. Originally built in 1939. It's a little cold. It's January here and they're having a cold spell, so it's a little chilly, but we're trying to get the classic neon sign with the classic car and their building right here. Oh,
I'm still trying to figure out how to use a tripod.
A little slow at a lot of things, but quick at some things. Just none of the ones that are operative tonight. So, wish him luck.
shadows, 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 shadows. You want to see?
No, let's see. All right,
Right?
let's see.
Look at that. You can look at it. That's nice. That's nice.
Mediocre.
I think it's pretty good. This morning, what we're actually going to do is catch sunrise on the road from Kingman to Oatman. Apparently there's 117 some odd turns in this road between here and there. So hopefully we'll find a great spot for sunrise, capture some images, make some nice photography. I think we'll do it.
Part of the old Route 66 was a long and winding road, and there's a really great section that we were driving on just as the sun was rising. Absolutely beautiful. Nothing else around. I think the road looks today exactly the same that it looked 80 years ago.
So it was kind of nice. You had the sun rising on the Kingman side. Pretty nice sunrise shots there. Some silhouettes of the mountains. Nice sunburst as the sun peeked up over the ridge. Part of Route 66 is sporadic. So we got on Route 40 and headed towards the Petrified forest.
Such a strange, surreal world. Doesn't even look real.
It's like otherworldly.
Very Martian.
Very Martian.
It's a lot to take in. It's very complex. It's very busy too. Like, how do you simplify busy? That becomes the challenge, right? It does.
If you just look at it quickly, it looks like just rocks strewn across a lunar landscape, but the petrified wood actually has a lot of detail in it. The idea of having close-up capability with the lens to get the fine detail in the petrified wood. And you don't think of the desert as having all the color that you see here in the wood, and the Tamron 35mm 1.8 lens allows me to really get in close, some detail, taking it into the abstract. So it's a good stop, a lot of fun.
They usually have a gas station here, which we were relying on. So you can see it's temporarily closed.
I wasn't paying attention to my gas gauge, and we're in the red and the light's on. I have about 2 gallons of gas. Thank God for the spare gas that was meant for the generator, but that gave us about 1.5 gallons. They say there's a gas station somewhere down the road close, but we'll see. I did Shell gas, and it took me to Brazil.
I just typed in gas stations. See that?
Okay.
We're the blue dot. And then,
You don't even have
That's
it
the
set
Shell.
to oh, there's my
Alright.
blue.
yeah.
Well, let's hope it's open.
Fortunately, the gas from the generator gave us just enough to get to a gas station on Route 40.
After the fuel leak incident, we were able to barrel on into Albuquerque at a safe driving speed, of course. So we made it to Albuquerque and headed up to the tramway at Sandia Peak. With plenty of time left before sunset, we were able to board this beautiful tram ride and ride from approximately 6,000 feet above sea level up to the top of the tram at over 10,000 feet.
I was shooting up by the tram as the sun was setting right on the horizon, getting a nice little sunburst by stopping down that aperture, reflecting off the tram. Oh God, it's cold. It is really bitterly cold up here. They said wind chills -7 degrees, but beautiful sunset.
It just doesn't get any warmer, but it gets prettier.
It's kind of hard to hold the camera at this point. The gloves work great, but I got exposed tips. The tips are really numb. I think they're starting to turn a little blue. Outside of that, I'm doing good.
Right as the sun was hitting the horizon, a couple of tourists walked up to me and asked me, "Would you mind taking our picture? You look like you're a photographer." For some people, photography is all about creating art, and for other people, it's about creating memories. So even though I'd missed the shot that I hoped to capture for myself, I was able to create it and give it to someone else, and it reminded me of what photography is really all about, creating and sharing.
The beauty.
Sometimes you just have to put the camera down
The beauty.
and enjoy. Sometimes, whatever.